If you want to breed reptiles, you're going to be up in the middle of the night. We are out here checking on Marcel. I've been checking on her throughout the day. You guys know that she laid about half a clutch, and I'm a little bit worried that she's doing the exact same thing she did last year. Just backed up in the nest. I don't see anything. So we're just gonna leave her. I can't tell if she has laid eggs yet or not. Hoping for the best, hoping that maybe in the morning we'll have eggs. Okay, so this does not happen often where I'm taken off guard. This time of the year, I'm watching my females who are gravid, I'm watching their behavior, and typically I get it down. I know when they're gonna be laying, but this blue female here just took me off guard. I was checking all the enclosures. Let me see the camera. I was checking the enclosures and I walked by hers, checking on her specifically because I did expect her to lay here in the next couple days, but she laid her egg. So I haven't looked in there, but I am a little bit worried. We're gonna get in here and we're gonna check it out. Oh no.
What?
I don't see any eggs. Oh wait. I found them. Oh my gosh. I didn't see any eggs. Okay, they've been in here longer than what I like. They're kind of dimpling a little bit. I'm gonna grab them real quick, just turn off the camera and I'll see you guys inside. I am just, hang on. Where's my scale? Okay. I'm just moving quickly. Got to get these eggs in some humidity ASAP. And so I've got getting my incubation stuff out, got the scale out. I'll quickly talk through what we're doing here, but my main focus right now is just getting these eggs in the incubator. Take some, and I'm weighing how much perlite I'm putting into this container. Okay, so 230 grams. All right, got some warm water. I'm gonna zero out the scale. And now I'm gonna add 230 grams of water. So 1-to-1 ratios, perlite to water. I'm gonna just take the container. Okay. You guys, I've seriously never had this happen. Where usually every time I find the eggs, it's right after they're done laying. They're usually plump. I can tell these are good eggs, I think. I think they just were outside a little bit too dry where she had them. So I'm just gonna quickly lay them in here. I'm trying to keep them the same way they were, but it's not that important. These eggs can rotate, and that's okay in the first couple days. And I would guess that she probably laid them, last night, maybe in the evening. You guys are going to be able to find out later in this video. That's easy for y'all, but for me, this is actually going to be a couple days where I'm not going to know anything. I mean, hopefully within the next couple hours I start to see them plump up, but I'm really not going to know anything for a couple days. And
this is a bunch. Are you going to need a second container?
No, I think I can get them all in here. It's a bunch, but they are blue Tegu eggs and they are a little bit smaller, so I'm kind of putting them in here. They have a little extra wiggle room, so I'll be able to squeeze them in, but this is a bunch of eggs. Blue Tegus lay typically between 15 to 40 eggs. This seems like a good... Don't count yet. Don't. Audrey's trying to count. I don't do any counting until the end. They keep you stressed, honestly. They keep you stressed out. That's their specialty. Because first you worry about breeding them, then you worry about the eggs being fertile. But then you got to incubate them, and then you got little tiny babies. So, I mean, what happened was she was further along than I thought she was.
Yeah, but you went out there.
I went out there just, you guys know I go out there like several times a day just checking on everybody. But she was on my mind. I was like, I want to see her. I fed her yesterday and she ate. That's what's weird. Usually they don't eat for sure the day that they're going to lay, but often, a little bit before that. Usually they stop eating and then... Okay, got the eggs. Let me just put them in here.
I counted 30, in case you're wondering.
30 eggs. That's an amazing clutch from a blue Tegu. Wow. Okay, you guys. I hope they're good. We'll find out soon. Checking on our high black Tegu named Marcel. We bred her with the plague. This is our high black male, the plague. And the good news is that she laid 21 amazing huge eggs, but that's only half of what she typically lays. Her typical number is 42, but the last couple years she's laid 21. Even though she gets big and gravid just like she did the year before, I'm not sure what's going on. If I'm missing the eggs, if she's laying half and then taking a break and then eating the rest, but I'm checking her stool. I don't see any eggs in it so far, and 21 would be a lot of eggs to eat. I can't imagine, but I'm not really sure exactly what's going on. If her body is absorbing half the clutch, I don't know. Do you guys have any ideas? Let me know down in the comments. So in last Monday's video, we collected Marcel, our high black Tegu who was bred with the plague. We collected 21 eggs from her. We're going to check them right now and see how they're doing and see if they're fertile. We also collect some black and white eggs from an unnamed female and Thor, and we're also going to be candling some of those eggs and seeing if they're fertile. So we find out a lot right now. Later in the video, we're going to be checking on that blue female and seeing if those eggs plumped up. I hope they are. I'm not really sure yet, but I'm gonna give it some more time before I pull them out and check on them. So let's check on those two clutches right now. Okay, so immediately I'm actually seeing some mold. Ugh, that's not good. I don't like that. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna shut the lights off, candle a couple of them, and then we'll go from there. So you guys can see the color. I see some veins. That's definitely a fertile egg there, but it still does have some mold on it. These eggs are looking fertile. Here's one with a lot of mold on it. Oh man, I do not like this. But if you guys can remember, I don't know if we showed it in the video, but there was some stuff on these eggs. Yeah, that's a fertile egg. So we are definitely gonna fight for these eggs, do what we can do. Let me show you what I have. Eggs that are growing mold. What I like to use is an antifungal powder. You can see this is athlete's foot powder. I like to put a little bit of this on the eggs, and a lot of times it can take care of the mold that's growing on them. So that's what we're gonna do, and just hope for the best. We'll check back up on these later. Okay, so I got the eggs treated, and now what I'm gonna do is actually make a completely new container. I like to put the powder on them while they're in this container. That way I can take them off and there's not a whole lot of powder all over the container. All right, so we got our new container mixed up here. I mean, I feel like we're doing everything that we can do. When I collected the eggs, there was kind of stuff on them. Like, I'm not sure exactly what it was, and maybe that's what's causing the mold. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, now I am gonna put some more on here, just because I see that the eggs have a little bit more mold on parts of them that was buried. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is just put a thick coat on them, and then maybe I'll come in here in a couple days, or really probably tomorrow or later today, see how they're doing, maybe make a new container, depending on how they're doing. I'm not sure. This on just because the container is not airtight without it. It allows a little too much airflow. So, okay, now here is about half the clutch of the black and white female that laid. I had to separate hers into two containers. but I can already tell these eggs look much better. Let's go ahead. Let's turn off the lights. All right, we got the lights off. Now we're gonna go ahead and candle one. And that's exactly what you want to see. That is the circle of life. You guys see that right there? There's a circle on the egg. These eggs are perfect. I don't even have to candle anymore. This is what you want to see. There's no mold. There's nothing. They look perfect. With Plague and Marcel's eggs kind of iffy and not sure what's going on, we also bred Plague to the black nose female, and I can confirm with you guys that she is gravid. She's been nesting like crazy, so hopefully we got some good eggs in that belly, and you know, that way we can be sure to get some little baby Plagues into the world this season. I'm going to show you guys what the eggs are looking like 24 hours later. I'm not even opening the container yet. We are just peeking in on them. You can see there's still some dimpling. There's still a lot of dimpling, but they have started to puff out some, and so we're just keeping a close eye on them and hoping for the best still. But 24 hours later, that is what they're looking like. I wanted to share that in case anybody else is in a similar experience. So it's now been 2 weeks since all of this started, and I have some good news despite a rocky start to the season. Marcel's eggs are 2 weeks old, and the blue Tegu eggs are a week old. And let me give you guys some updates. As we look inside the incubator here, Marcel's eggs, they still have like a little bit of mold on them, but overall it looks like it's clearing up quite a bit. They're looking a lot better. I'm not even gonna pull them out and disturb them yet. I'm gonna just keep on observing them, and probably here in the next week or so I will pull them out, clean them off, and candle them and see for sure what we're looking at. But they're looking good to me. So let's move on. We're gonna go down here. These are the blue Tegu eggs. Still a little indented, a few of them here and there, but overall they have plumped up at that week mark and they are looking great. So I'm really happy with that. And the black and white eggs are looking good as well. So like I said, despite a rocky start, we are doing good as of right now.